Good evening, members of council, staff, members of the audience. I am now calling the regular meeting of the Dixon City Council, Dixon Redevelopment Agency for February 24th, 2009 to order. If you'll all rise and join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. City Clerk will note that all members of council are present. We have no presentations or proclamations or recognition. We'll move into item 5, audience public comment on non-agenda items. Anybody in the audience wishing to speak on non-agenda items? How's that? Is that better? Speak now or forever hold your peace until the next meeting. Okay. Seeing none, we'll now move on to items from City Council. We'll start with Council Member Kaler.
Let's see, what have I done? The one thing I would like to point out, there seems to have been a discrepancy in a local paper that said I had never attended a goal-setting session before. I've actually attended, I believe, 2 for sure, and maybe 3. So I was familiar with it. The person who wrote that sits beside me, and at one time I asked him why he didn't attend some of the ones that I had attended. He said he had once, had told them what he wanted them to do, and they had not followed his directions, so he chose not to go again. But I do want to point it out that I have attended. I'm not that behind in what goes on in goal-setting sessions.
Anything else?
I attended the traffic advisory meeting on Wednesday.
Okay. Councilmember Charamillo?
I have nothing.
Okay. Councilmember Kappas?
I have nothing else as well.
All right. Vice Mayor?
I attended the Planning Commission meeting. That was informative.
Good. And they also had a full commission, I understand.
They do.
Good. Very good. Okay, yeah, I have a couple of items. First, I just want to announce again that the draft State Route 113 major investment and corridor study has been released by Solano Transportation Authority for public comment. A copy of this document is available for review at City Hall, as well as a link on our website to the STA website where viewers can access an electronic copy of the draft. Any person interested in reading and responding with comments is encouraged to do so. My next is, I'm obligated also to respond to inaccurate statements regarding the recent goal-setting session held on February 7th. With all due respect to Councilmember Charamillo, it's unfortunate that he decided not to participate, even when I personally asked him at the very beginning of the workshop if he would like to become engaged in the discussion. Councilmember Charamillo's response was that he had nothing to say at that time. He chose not to participate in any discussion, and upon breaking for lunch, departed and did not return. His belief that members of council's only objective is to push what the city manager and her staff wants is at best unfounded. The city manager at the very beginning made it clear that the purpose of the workshop was for council to develop goals and that her job was to put together an action plan in which the goals could be accomplished. The city manager stated on more than one occasion that the goals developed at the workshop were the council's goals and not hers. In fact, very little input was given by staff unless clarification of topics was necessary. Unfortunately, Councilmember Charamillo chooses to denigrate any process that does not fit his liking. However, in spite of Councilmember Charamillo's disdain for the process, I believe that a set of goals along with objectives and action plans will be developed with the intent of moving Dixon forward. Mr. Dingman, do you have anything from City Treasurer?
Yes, I do. I've got the City of Dixon sales tax report out, and basically says that receipts for Dixon's third quarter sales were about 5% lower than the same quarter a year ago. Actual sales were down about 7% when reporting aberrations were factored out, and that's to be expected with the current recession and increasing unemployment. People are going to spend less, so we're going to have less sales tax revenue coming in. Thank you.
Mr. Bachelor, what were, Mr. Damon, what were those figures again, the two percentages?
5.1% lower than the same quarter a year ago. And if you factor out some aberrations, about 7%. So about 7% lower.
Thank you.
Any other questions of the city treasurer? Hearing none, we'll move on to approval of the agenda. Is there any changes or modifications to the agenda? That being the case, I'll entertain a motion to take action on the agenda.
So moved.
I have a motion to
Approve.
accept the agenda from Councilmember Kappas. Do I hear a second?
I second it.
Seconded by Councilmember Kaler. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?